Tim wasn't working, there wasn't enough money coming in. You know, we were drowning. We couldn't afford to pay our mortgage.
I lost my job because of the field that I was in. I tried working with the bank. The bank would not work with us.
You know, we were upside down big time.
It was designed to help people avoid foreclosure and stay in their home.
Some say angels are everywhere. We definitely found one right here in the valley. He's swooping in and saving people from losing their homes.
A HomeSmart consumer alert. Tonight, there are angels helping Valley homeowners steer clear of foreclosures.
I saw an article in the paper about the Housing Angels.
Got on the website, learned a little bit about the program.
We didn't know what to do. We were going to lose our house, and a friend told us about Housing Angels.
The process was really, really simple.
Nothing came out of my pocket. I'm able to stay in my house.
We didn't pay anything up front to get into Housing Angels program.
It cut our mortgage payment in half.
My payment was over $2,000 and it got cut in half through the Housing Angels program.
We were paying $1,100 a month, and now we're only paying $700.
So with the Housing Angels, we were able to stay in our house, and that was the most important thing to us.
We were able to stay in a house that we loved. We didn't have to uproot.
If it wasn't for them, we'd be out on the street. We'd be back in an apartment.
It's been a great process.
It will be the best call that you ever made.
They were God sent.
Hi, my name's Dave Dietzig. I'm the designated broker and owner of RealCore Realty. Our company is comprised of certified short sale specialists. We also have a group of investors internationally and throughout the United States. We specialize in putting homeowners together with investors, and what they do is they purchase that home in a short sale. They then lease that property back to the homeowner and then give them a chance to buy that property back over the next 4 years. First of all, the reason I got into short sales is because we had to do it ourselves. And when the financial crisis came down, you know, we were making 70% less than we're making now. So we became short sale specialists because we had to do our own. What did we? We were good citizens. We had the 800 FICO scores. We were the guys that went out, tried to get a guy to do a loan modification, paid him $1,800 to do the loan modification. They did nothing. Then we figured out maybe we have to short sale our property. We had to make a business decision. So we decided we were going to short sale our properties. And we had a lot. And it's not a great thing to do, and it doesn't feel good. What I can tell you is once the process was over, it really did. It was a relief, and it really did feel good. So that is how we really got into this business. So with my company, RealCore Realty, what we ended up doing is we all became short sale specialists. Like I said, we started back in 2007 short selling our own property. Then we found other homeowners like yourselves that needed that same kind of service, that either had a hardship or had to make a business decision that this didn't make sense anymore. And it was time for us to move on.
Housing Angels was designed to help people avoid foreclosure and stay in their homes. Joining me now is Housing Angels founder Dave Dietzig. It's good to see you, David. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
Just tell us, what is Housing Angels for people who haven't heard?
Well, basically, they're people that are underwater in their mortgage. They've tried a loan modification. Their job situation maybe has changed. And basically what we do is we have an angel investor. They're really the angels. The angel investor comes in and purchases their house on a short sale. They lease it back to them, and then they give them a period of 4 years in which to purchase a house back.
Gotcha. I went out and spoke with Dave and Amy Littler, really great folks, went out to their home, and they kind of talked to me about their experience. So take a look.
Well, we were really in a frustrating situation in that we wanted to stay in our house. We're responsible people, but just couldn't afford the mortgage payment that we had. We were very upside down in our house. So Amy and I spent a lot of time trying to work with our existing bank, thinking we were making progress, and then them coming back and not being able to help us or having to reapply for a modification. So it was very frustrating. So fortunately, Amy read an article about Housing Angels in the newspaper and contacted them. And we actually set a meeting with them in a matter of a few weeks to talk about their program of being able to help you short sell your house, but be able to remain in your house, which was important with us with little children and not wanting to change schools and so forth. And ultimately being able to have the option of buying back your house. So it was a program that looked very attractive for us.
And it was amazing because our mortgage was so high, and now we're paying half of what we did before, thanks to Housing Angels. And we are going to be buying back our house for less than what we originally purchased it for. So definitely a blessing.
Yeah, you can tell they're very relieved that they have an answer, because, you know, it's so much stress to go through this situation that you can tell they were frustrated, and you've really helped them out. And the kids don't have to leave the place they're used to.
Exactly. You know, they don't have to move, and they don't have to turn on new utilities and come up with deposits and all of the rest of that stuff that happens when, you know, when you have to uproot and leave your home.
Sure. Now, you have a graphic to kind of explain the kind of savings that they're going to end up having now that they've gone through Housing Angels.
Exactly.
So
well, here's their situation. They owed $350,000 on their home, which was a $3,200 a month payment, which they could no longer afford. Our investor came in and purchased the home for $170,000. Their new payment is $1,850, just like Amy said, almost half.
Right.
And then they can buy it back for $224,400 or less. There's different years at which the quicker you buy it back, the less you can buy it back for. But that's what we're looking at, which more than likely. So you can see for them, it's a principal reduction of over $125,000. And then, of course, if they bought it back in the 45th month, they'd save another $60,000 plus dollars. A total savings to them of $186,350. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, is there a cost to them outside of that? Is there any cost?
There's not. There's no cost to the homeowner at all. We get paid by the bank when we do the short sale. We get paid by the bank when we bring the angel to the property. So that's what most people can't believe, that it's absolutely free to the homeowner.
Yeah. Are you looking for more investors now?
We are. We are always looking for investors. You know, typical our investor that actually, who doesn't want to be named on this particular house. Mm-hmm. He actually put 20% down on the house. He has a mortgage, but he actually has $500 a month of positive cash flow. Which is incredible. And of course, his return on that particular house will be over a 60% ROI. So you're looking at more than about 19% cash on cash.
Wow. And
then actually for him, it's 150. It would be 60% ROI if he paid cash, but since he's done the loan, he's looking at a return of investment of 157%.
Wow.
And if you're looking at the stock market right now, you might think about being an angel investor and buying some of these.
There you go.
You know, they're already below replacement costs. The houses are below replacement costs. You can look at it, you can touch it, you know, it's there. So.
Exactly. Now, what about homeowners? Do most people qualify for the program?
Not everybody does, but most people do. I would say 9 out of 10 people do. We look at what their situation, if it looks like it's a good situation and they fit in the program, we do. If they don't, we also advise them where to go, what to do, how maybe to do it, and all that good stuff. So we can't help them all, but we help almost all of them.
All right, thank you so much. What a great program, especially if you're in that situation like the Littlers were, and they're much happier now, and the kids are staying put, and they don't have to worry about that. Yep. Thank you very much. So if you want more information about Housing Angels, you can contact them at housingangels.com, and there is the phone number right there on your screen.
The reason I'm able to get into this business is because of all the different services that we offer. So first of all, short sales. Nobody likes short sales. Realtors don't like short sales, but we specialize in short sales. We have done hundreds and hundreds of short sales. Second of all, property management. Let me tell you about my company, National Rental Pros. Okay, we now currently manage about 200 properties. We do vacation rentals, we do traditional rentals, we have a full-time property manager, we have a full-time leasing agent, and we also do the Housing Angel rentals. Most real estate companies don't want to do that because there's trust accounts involved and all that good stuff. And quite frankly, they don't make a lot of money at it. I, Dave Dietzig again, am the founder and the creator of the Housing Angels. And the Housing Angels is what helps people stay in their homes. So what basically the Housing Angels does is they have a person, an investor, we call them the Angels, buy your property in a short sale. They lease it back to you for a period of 4 years, and then they give you an opportunity to purchase that property back. And that's how the Housing Angel program was formed. So when people ask me, Dave, how come you are the only one that seems to be doing a program that seems to make so much sense? And the reason is it's really hard. It's hard to put all of those moving parts together. We put the paperwork together, we put the investors together, we put the property management together, and all of those things that make our whole program come together.
I got into this through Dave Dietzig. He approached me on some real estate. I'd like to buy some real estate for my portfolio. I do real estate for a living. And as we were talking, he asked me about my life, and I told him I just got done doing cancer treatment, and I had a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is, it's a disease I have to live with all my life. It could, one day it could be here, the next you can't, so you never know where life takes you. And he had a program where I got to actually invest money in a program where the person that I give the money to gets benefit from it. And the benefit I like the most is that, being a family man, that the benefit was that they got to stay in their home, live there, not be uprooted like many families today are, and have to figure out what they're going to do next. The market was so volatile, you never know if you could lease a place with bad credit. And uprooting the family to me was one of the special things. Well, one of the things I really love about the program is that every month I have the project managed. I get a check in the mail like clockwork. And that's very important to me right now in my life where, I'm trying to work out what I'm doing for a living, how I'm going to survive with my family, and not to have to worry about my real estate income is very, very important to me. And that's one of the main reasons that I truly like the program, and that's one of the main reasons I've done it over and over again. I really, truly love the fact that you go to the mailbox, get your check. We have great management in place where I just call. I think my direct person's name is Jeff. I call Jeff, hey, what's going on? How we doing? Sometimes I won't even hear anyone from 3-4 months. There's no reason to even talk to anyone when you're getting a check at the mailbox. And I have many people come to me all the time, being a big investor and being a responsible person in our community by giving back. People come to me and ask for donations, and this was a little different. It's something that I got to give and get back, so I could keep giving and giving as long as I want to stay in the program. When the person's done accepting the home to live in, they actually buy it back and I get the money back. And then from there, I get to do it again. And to me, giving more than one time with one gift is special. I might not have many gifts to give, and this is a way that I really enjoy it.
So what originally drew me to it is, with the market the way that it is today, a lot of people are losing their homes, and I get a chance to help people. And that makes me feel really good. I can either have my money in the bank, collecting at 1%, or this, and this is amazing returns. And to be honest with you, as far as the program goes, the Housing Angels, they handle everything. So on top of that, it's a really great investment. And absolutely I'd do it again. I'm looking at a few more myself.